Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Belle again. So today, we're going to talk about how Trump made all Americans women. In an effort to regulate people's lives, Trump set out a bunch of executive orders, memos, and actions. One in particular is really interesting. Trump decreed that all Americans are now female. In an executive order with the phrase, restoring biological truth to the federal government. In it, Trump laid out some definitions. In it, there are definitions for male and female. Female is defined as, quote, female means a person belonging at conception to the sex that produces the large reproductive cell. It goes on, quote, male means a person belonging at conception to the sex that produces the small reproductive cell. Well, to restore a little bit of biological truth to the conversation, Madam President Trump, everybody in the U.S. is now defined as female. At conception, everybody is female. If it wasn't for the purpose of the executive order, this would be funny, but it can still be used to illustrate a number of things. Before I get to the illustrations, I should probably clarify some biology. At conception, we are all female. Transition to male doesn't occur for weeks. First, people who would publish an executive order like this probably don't have any business trying to regulate people's bodies based on what they think is biological truth. This is just the latest in a giant string of events where politicians make ridiculous statements about the human body while trying to regulate it. It gets overlooked and forgiven by voters quickly because, well, let's be honest, most people know more about how their car works than how their own body functions. But maybe there's another lesson here. For all the men out there watching this, the government now views you as a female. Until Madam President Trump uses a new executive order to correct her error, you are female. And given that Trump typically refuses to admit her mistakes, you might be female for a very long time. I know you feel like a man, and you want to live as a man. But society and the government say that's not what you are. It doesn't matter how you feel. It doesn't matter that you've lived as a man for years. You probably want documents to reflect how you feel and believe that the government has got it wrong. But Trump, as the arbiter of biological truth, says the government has decided otherwise. According to this executive order, and therefore the government, you are female. There might be a deeper lesson here for people to think about. I know this is an imperfect example in a lot of ways, but for some, this might be the example they need. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.